Alrighty, welcome to this magical class on the essential chords a la Ted Greene in Ted Greene's Chord Chemistry, page 14 and 15. We're just going to play through what Ted calls the essential chords, talk about them, and yeah, how to use them and things like that. So let's get going, and we're in the key of A because that's what Ted done chose, and starts us off here. Like these triads moving across the neck. All these A major triads. Takes us up here. Gives us this third in the bass. And notice the hollow notes. I'll bring them out here and there, but we really want to get these non-hollow, those filled in notes, filled in dots. I like this shape, right, where the third is on the G string. These are all A major chords. You know, in any shape you find or chord you find that you like, you can move it around, right? Just to get it in your hand, get it on in the hand and in the ear. I like this one a lot. This piece of the whole bar. Bringing us up here. And then moving that here. This one's our inversion with the third in the bass. Fifth here. And you can get another octave on the B string. Up to here. I have to admit, I don't see too much of a rhyme or reason for some of Ted's organization here, but c'est la vie. Look at that, right? Same thing as. And here come these guys. Oh, I wish he gave us some of these. He doesn't. We go moving up to this. And this. And here's an important shape. You can have the third way down on the bottom. The fifth. The root. The third. And he demonstrates this in the next shape. Finally this. Third in the bottom. And double the third in there with the hollow note. Third in the bottom yet again. Third in the bottom. Root position. And you notice, you want to kind of keep a rhythm with these or have some sense of musicality to it. And that may not be possible initially because you don't know the shapes, but you got to try. And so then if that's the case, you can be rubato, floaty float. Alright, I'm going to try not to lose my place. We're on the third line here. Still just A major chords. I like this one a lot. And look, finally, minor. Moving across. Gives us this. That's a nice one. This one. This one. Stretchy town. Look at this one. Ooh, where is it? Now I got it. This. The minor third in the bass. Up to here, the fifth in the bass. And trying to see your big bar. But we're only taking a piece of it. And all these hollow notes, we've got options here. Third in the bottom. Root. Flat third in the bottom. Fifth on top. Octave on top. I call that lateral movement where you're taking a triad, particularly the closed triads, and moving them across the fretboard. It's a very pianistic way of approaching triads on the guitar. Moving along, trying not to lose my place. Line 4, back on the A minor. This. Where's this? Nope, incorrect. We've got this. Important. hollow notes here. He wants us to see that link. Can't get them all at once. A la physiology, but we try, right? Moving along. Another A minor here. Now we're putting the minor third on the bottom. I like this one. It's a good one to grab. Your quote-unquote D minor shape on the A minor triad, right? Oh, and now look, we're putting once again the third on the bottom. And look at all the options here. We've got the third, the fifth, back to the third. Where else? Oh, I lost my place. I done lost my little place. Oh, minor third in there. Root. That's stretchy. Fifth on the bottom, that's fifth minor third, and the root. It's a fifth minor third and the root. Apparently these are all essential. So holy moly, root position. How about this one? Oh, next line, still A minor. This is a good one. Skipping strings there. Putting the fifth on top. Here's a beautiful root position minor triad. You can double the thirds. Here we've got the fifth on the bottom and the root on the very top. He's suggesting adding the root on the A string. And look at this one. Fifth on the bottom. A lot of options there. This one. Once again, kind of drawing from the typical bar shape. Pardon me. There we go. And that's going to do it for A minor. Here comes A major add 9. Ready, and. And he's going to give us an A major add 9 with the third in the bottom, like so. Top. Now here's a good one. This is a good shape. This guy right here. You can treat it as a bar chord or a fingertip chord. Then we're going to do the same darn thing on the next string set. You can do that here. There it is. A major add 9. This A major add 9. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. So that's the third, the fifth, the root, the 9. I like to do that down here. Get the open B in there. And you can even add the 5th fret of the low E. Crazy, you could bar that. Oh, that's tough. That's E major add 9 with the root on the bottom. A lot easier when you leave out the root. Anyway, where are we at now? A major add 9, like so. And look at this. What's going on here? We've got the third on the bottom, the 9 on the G, and the 5th on the B string. So we don't even have a root here, but he shows it as an option, right, like so. You can even add the 5th in there, like so. These hollow notes. But I like seeing that also, that connection to C sharp minor, the relative minor, right? Or not the relative minor, pardon me, but the minor chord off the third, the 3 chord, we could say that C sharp minor connected to the A sound. Right, A minor, something or the other off the third is going to give you an A major 9, believe it or not. Moving along, still an A, trying not to lose my place. Here we go. So this is a good A major add 9. You can add the 13 in there. Right, even the double up the 5th. This might be a tricky shape for some of you. And when you find a tricky shape, move it around chromatically. Name it. D major add 9, E flat major add 9, E major add 9, F major add 9. This will get it in your system. Something I also like to do with new shapes is just to play a blues form with them. Keeping it rolling. A add 9 with the 3rd on the bottom. There we go. Now notice this one. Where's the root, right? Your ring finger's on the root. And I found in my own study, you know, when get outside of root position chords and get acquainted with inversions such as this, I'll often take something like this and I'll move it through a cycle of 4ths, like A major 9, D major 9, G major 9. Oh, where is it? There it is. C major 9. Come on. There it is. F major 9. It's B flat, E flat, etc. Looks like somebody needs some practice. There it is. And if moving in 4ths is difficult, just move chromatically to really start to dial the shape. Our A major add 9 there. Moving along, what's next? Here we go. A6, like so. And your pinky can bar to get that 9 up there. Nice one. All 6 chords there. And then essentially the same thing, but with the 5th on the bottom, the potential of adding that 9. Trying to use the pinky to mini bar to get the 9 in there. Finally, A6. So, Ted moves us up through the inversions. Yet again. For some reason, he doesn't take us to the next inversion. I'm not sure why, but there's another A6. And then this one. And then this one. These are all A6, also known as F sharp minor 7, believe it or not. And this one. Now we get interesting. We've got some string spreads here. That's interesting. We got 5, 1, 6, 3. And then bringing it in a bit more compact here. And moving that over. Same. Oh, here it is. Yeah. A6 here. A6 here. A6 here. Oh yeah, moving along root position now. I like this one. This is a meaty chord. A lot of meat on this one. Yeehaw. Okay, time for a good old impossible chord a la Ted. Look at this one. He's having us voice this A6 way up here. That's cool. So that's 5, 6, 1, 3. If we did it here, I like it down here. And notice we can even get the root. That's a cool chord. Essential. Oh yeah. this A6, look at this one. So we've got it like so. Essentially, let me have a look-see here. Yeah. There it is. And that is with the 6th on the bottom there. That's 6, 1, 3, 5. You can put the root on top, or you could even treat this like a bar. That is a cool bar to get. Challenging, but it's there. And now for this one. Okay, we got a root position A6. This is 1, 3, 5, 6. Potential for the 9 on top. The 6, 9 chords. Lovely. Oh, it's lovely. Just hanging out. Now look at this 6, 9 chord. Optional root on the bottom. Moving that up. Just on the next string set, right? That's 1, 3, 6, 9, 5. There's some options in there. Root 5th on the bottom. A major 7. Optional 9. At once if you want. A little bit of overkill, but alright, check out this A major 7. This requires a double stop on the middle finger, and your ring finger can get in here, add some action on top with the pinky. So work on that double stop. That's middle, index, ring, or 5th root. Oh, forgive me, 5th root, 3rd major 7. If you want. Moving along. Remember, these are all essential. Essential. Okay, we're moving on. Where are we at? Oh, this guy, of course. We know this one. It's like one of the first ones and only ones that people will learn. Ooh, here we go. 3. And we got... That's a nice one. Major 7, yet again. Major 9 if you want this on top. There's your 9. Where are we at? A major 7. Can have the 3rd on the bottom there. Major 7 like so. Major 7 like so. That's the same voicing now on this string set. Oh, forgive me, where'd it go? It went here. There it is. As in, I'm rushing a little bit here. Okay. 3rd in the bottom. I love this sound, this major 7 sound. If you bar your index, you can add the 6. Like so. Pretty handy dandy. Where are we at now? Major 7 like so. It's a stretchy one, pinky reaching far. There we go. Stretch it down. And then that's sort of essentially the same thing up here. That's 1, 5, 3, major 7. Okay, back to A. Oh, this one. Staircase. 1, 3, 5, major 7. Yeah. Okay. Major 7 here. Look at this major 7. This is ridiculous. 5th on the bottom. It's a beautiful chord. Love that chord. It's so stretchy that Ted put it way up on the neck, but we can do it down here. Ted has it way up here. But even here, very doable. And then dig this. With your middle finger, you can get the root. And you got the root on the bottom. we at now? Where are we going? Oh, we're going to a major 7 like so. Another staircase. Ted lines out the major arpeggio underneath. Right, you could or right, pretty cool. If I remember correctly, Alan Holdsworth didn't like this shape. He said that's a cop-out shape. I like it. I like staircases. Okay. Where we at? Losing my place. Oh, A major 7, like so. Forgive me, there it is. Lovely. A major 9, look at this. 1, 5, major 7, 9. Can have the third on the bottom. Ooh. Where are we at? Oh, look at this A major 9. It's a nice one. You can double stop it. I prefer using both fingers really, but there's a double stop potential there. And then this A major 9. 1, 3, major 7, 9, 5. That's nice. A major 9, like so. That's 1, 3, major 7, 9, right? Tell yourself to spell and say your intervals like A to C sharp is a major 3rd. Add the G sharp, it's a major 7. Add the B, A major 9, and you yeah. All essential chords. These are essential to live a fulfilling life. Check it out. This guy important. It's a good grip chord. You can grab that guy. Crazy. This one is not as easy as of a grip chord. Oh yeah, that's pretty ridiculous. How about this? We've got. That's a nice one. An A13 if you add the top E string there, that bar. A major 9, A major 13, with the 6 in there. Now we got, here's a great A major 9. Because you have the root followed by the 9. That's 1, 9, 5, major 7. And a lot of options around it. The 3rd on top, the 5th, even the 3rd on the bottom. It's a nice sound. And the 5th on the bottom. It's a very pretty sound. Moving along. This is a tough shape, especially if you get the root in there. But it's lovely, right? Alright, moving on. A major 9 up here. Potential for 13. Here's a big A major 13, full bar. Very cool, eh? 1, 3, 6, 9, 5, major 7. There it is. Then taking that essential idea and moving it up to the next string set. So that's 1, 3, 6, 9, flat, or sharp 11 rather. So that's an A6, 9, sharp 11. 1, 3, 6, 9, sharp 11. Could have the 5th on the bottom if you want. Lovely. Moving along. Look at this one. I like the 6, 9, sharp 11 sound. The potential of the major 7 in there. And now look at this A major 7, sharp 11. Ted is suggesting we use the thumb to reach over and get it. But, you know, I never liked that. I would prefer this. I go index, ring, pinky, middle, and then I use the upper portion of my index to get the sharp 11 and the major 7. So I'm barring up there with a portion of the old indegio. Like that. Oh, what's the next? What's the next here? A minor add 9. Beautiful sound. It's worth getting this one in your fingers. Here come the minor 7s. this one, and this one, minor 7 down. That's 5, 1 flat, 3 flat, 7. A lot of options up there. This one, a lot of options on the upper portion. Forgive my sloppiness. Look at this one, ready, steady, here we go. He's suggesting a double stop there to allow you to get you can get the 9, you can get the flat third, and you can even reach for the 11 way up there. That's the power of the old double stop. Gives us more reach. Where are we at now? Okay, A minor 7 with the 5th on the bottom. The root on the bottom. 5th. Root, 5th. This guy minor 11. And you know what? We're going to have to pause here. That was all of the essential chords from Ted Greene's chord chemistry on page 14 and just a little bit on page 15. The essential chords from page 15 are coming soon. Try those out, play along. Hey, are you still here? Are you actually interested in this stuff and want to take your study further to a place where you understand harmony, you understand how it shows up on the fretboard, and you understand how to use it to make fun, cool, super duper music that you enjoy making and find fulfilling? If so, if that sounds like something you'd be interested in, click the links down there. We could work in a very one-on-one intense way, or you could just join my online learning community and work through the very simply structured course that will change your musical life. Guaranteed. If you do it, if you just go through what I tell you to do, you're going to be a different kind of player, person, entity, existence. And with that, I go.